Welcome. It is week 6, and we are going to be exploring the third eye chakra, center of our intuition, wisdom, and spiritual insight. Location is right between the brows. Yes, right in the middle, center of the head, actually, parallel to the middle of the eyebrows. Indigo, more like a bluish purple. Indigo is the color, right? And the element is light. Link to perception and awareness and spiritual connection. The life lesson is when you're able to tune in to and trust your intuition and imagination. See life with clarity and emotional balance. Eye chakra is about really honing in to the intuition and listening to your inner voice. Okay? When you're in harmony with the third eye chakra, you trust your inner knowledge, which allows you to make balanced decisions. The third eye chakra is the seat of our intuition. So it's responsible for our reality, our perception, manifesting, and thoughts. So when we're in harmony with the third eye chakra, we invite our intuition and awareness into everyday aspects of our lives. We trust our inner wisdom and act upon it, are able to see things clearly. You have a heightened sense of creativity and inspiration. Eye has an effect on our psychological, our physical, and our emotional states, whether it is opening or overreactive. And we're going to touch on when the third eye is overreactive today. Okay, so let's go to when we're out of harmony. When we're out of harmony, we focus on our intellect, rejecting all the spiritual aspects of self. That is too much in the rationale. We're unaware of our intuition. We don't trust, and we are only able to see things in the physical reality in life. We fear anything around the inner wisdom. That's deep. When the third eye is overreactive, we will find that we are being judgmental. You have an internal feelings of insecurity. That means you directing your own insecurities onto others because you have a lack of sense of who you are, because you have a lack of clarity where you are within self. Also, it can cause anxiousness when the third eye is overreactive, when you do not feel good enough, or you're concerned about your perception. You're not even concerned about other people's perception, but concerned about your own perception. You feel just vague, feeling like you're in a mental fog. Also, it can affect the sleep and the dreams when you're having vivid dreams or lucid ones. You know, the third eye may be overreactive. You can add when you're having insomnia. That's another sign of an overreactive third eye. You know, not being able to sleep because you're worried about something or you're trying to figure something out. Lack of activity or blockages in other chakras. The physical body parts that can be affected is the brain, the nervous system, the eyes, the ears, the nose. So pretty much everything that is surrounding this area right here. Vision problems, sinus issues, that you may experience when out of harmony with the third eye chakra is the brain tumor, hemorrhage, stroke, neurological disturbances, learning disabilities, seizures, headaches, and blurred vision. Mental and emotional issues that we experience when we're out of harmony. A lack of self-evaluation, not experiencing our truth, intellectual abilities, not able to reason, feelings of inadequacy, not open to the ideas of others, and the ability to learn from others, and having emotional intelligence, aware of where you are in that moment, and the compassion to know that this is another step in the next process that you have to experience. But you're unaware of that because you're too close to the physical. You know, you're only trusting in what you see. You're not relying on faith. You're not relying on your inner voice to lead and guide you. Listening to what our intuition is telling. We often may have the gift of clairvoyance, which is like a gift of taking intuitive information through sight and vision. Pisces might know a lot about this. Yes. With the third eye chakra, we use intuition to see past the physical. Into our third eye affirmations. I like to set an intention that I wish to connect with. Set an intention that you wish to connect with your inner wisdom, in this case. Receive light and imagination and intuition. I am connected to the wisdom of the universe. I am connected to the wisdom of the universe. My life moves effortlessly. My life moves effortlessly. My mind is open to new vision. My mind is open to new vision. I walk in truth and allow truth. I allow myself to see clearly. I allow myself to see clearly. I am tuned into God's divine wisdom. I am tuned into God's divine wisdom. Put on my jacket, it's getting cold. Alright, so we're going to go into some of the yoga poses that correlates with the third eye chakra. We're going to go into the child's pose. We're going to touch into the mountain pose. We're going to go into staff pose. I think we might throw plank up in there too. We're going to probably do the bound angle pose, warrior 3, and last but not least, what's the one I'm forgetting? We're going to go into downward dog and forward fold. All right, I know we did forward fold. All right, so we're going to go into half fold, and we can't forget the dolphin pose. And you'll notice that all of these poses are to tap into the intuition. I think we're going to throw in, you see, the glands for this for this third eye chakra is the pineal. And a lot of times when you hear others talk about the third eye, you'll also hear about the pineal. Something that I do in my personal practice. All right, don't laugh. All right, but we squeeze the buttocks and we kind of hold it and we kind of bring the energy all the way up. And when we release it up here, we release the energy that we pulled. All right. So we might go into something like that. We might throw that in there this week. Look out for that. All right, so let's go into some of the crystals. I have lapis lazuli, amethyst, fluorite, tanzanite, clear quartz, star sapphire, and kyanite. The essential oils that go with the third eye chakra would be lavender, frankincense, and sandalwood. I love sandalwood. I love that different sweet smell of the wood. Is not too overbearing. And if anybody know Pisces, sometimes they can be a little too much into their imagination. So I make it my business to really make sure that I stay grounded, because we have the ideas, we got the creativity, listening to the inner wisdom, but we also got to we have to, make it match up with your life, put it into the timing of your life. It has to fit in, it has to correlate, it has always having to make sure that it can coexist with your reality. So you can have big ideas about something, but truthfully, what are you doing that going into the direction to where you want to go? Sometimes it's little simple steps. Me personally, I make sure consistency, because you always going to hear that consistency, but you have to identify your patterns, because once you identify your patterns, then you're able to break some of the habits that may be causing you not to follow through on some of the things that you want to manifest. So if you know you want to wake up more earlier, then you're going to put yourself in a position where you can get more sleep, where you can go to bed more earlier. You're not going to be like, I want this, but I don't want to change my life and change the things that I'm doing to get there. No, if it's going to coexist, you have to find a healthy a healthy way to bring it into you. You see, if you can't get this quiet time over here, then you watch for a while, and you see, okay, this is the time where I get my quiet time, and what I choose to do at the time, this is what I choose to do. All right, so when that time comes, you can put that in place. So when everything else comes at you, you're like, all right, well, I had my time. You're already in the right mindset. You're already feeling like you're ready to conquer. and and you create that space. And what you do is you build up more character, you build up more confidence and more trust within the intuition. You start to feel more stronger. You depend, like if I did it, I can do it again. All right, it may not look this way, it may not look that way, but I know that I have the ability to bring about this. So you're really not concerned about how, or when, because it just begins to unfold like an onion. It just layers and layers and layers. And before you know it, you're doing it with ease, with complete ease, whatever that it may be. You're doing it with clarity, so you have the patience now. You can relax in it. All right, so that is my take. All right, so a lot of times I come out here and I feel the sun beaming right here on my face, and I just bring my attention to the middle of my eyebrows, breathing in, relaxing. Sometimes I'll even squeeze the buttocks, hold that squeeze, bring that energy, hold that energy. Bring it all the way up to the top of the head and then release. Release the bottom, release it from the top. Again, breathe in, inhale, squeezing the bottom, squeezing the rectum, squeezing, holding it, bringing that energy through the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye, the crown, and release. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to inhale as we squeeze the rectum, holding that energy, bringing it all the way up through the chakra centers, coming all the way up until we come to the crown and we release. That is something that I enjoy practicing, help opening up my intuition, bringing more clarity into my life. That one may feel really uncomfortable sometimes, but as you do it more, you'll find that you can do it with more smoothly. And if you keep losing your breath, it's okay to just take another inhale as you're bringing the energy up. And when you're asking the third eye chakra to help you connect with the wisdom, allow your mind and your heart to open and to receive feedback. It can be in a way of images, colors, sounds, words, memories, emotions, or other impressions. But keep in mind that working with your crystals can really take getting used to. All right, so if you feel like something isn't happening right away, don't worry about it. Understand that you are one step closer to being more connected with your third eye chakra as you compassionately get to know yourself.